everybody, welcome to another educational bite presented by Acorn Internet Services. My name is Annie Buck, and today I'm going to show you installment number 058, Feeding Your Blog to Google Plus and Facebook. To do this, we're going to use a platform called Hootsuite that will allow you to not only do feeds like this, but you can also schedule posts, and you can post out to all of your different social media platforms just through Hootsuite. So before we get started with this, you'll want to make sure that you're signed up for an account at Hootsuite.com, and that's suite as in a hotel suite rather than a sweet like candy. So Hootsuite.com and get your account set up. And you can go ahead and get your social media stream set up and everything. Add your social media networks. Just right here you would click add a social network, and then just go in and click whichever different Facebook pages or anything that you want to add, and then you can go ahead and pull those into your Hootsuite account. It's very, very easy. Next, we're going to go out to our blog, and you want to go ahead and get the feed URL for the blog. The feed URL is not going to be the same thing as the blog URL or the blog web address. So the way to get your feed URL is going to be different depending on what browser you're using. I'm using Firefox today. If you're using a different browser, you can just easily Google, how to get a feed URL with Chrome, or how to get a feed URL with Safari, or whatever you're using. So for Firefox, you're just going to hover over your bookmarks tab, and then hover over subscribe to this page, and then click where it just says feed. You don't want the comments feed, you just want the feed. So go ahead and click that, and it'll bring up your feed, and then just copy your feed URL onto your clipboard by either right-clicking and copying or using the Control-C keyboard prompt. So then we're going to jump back over to Hootsuite, and we're going to hover over the owl face, and then we're going to go down to settings. And when you're on settings, then you go down to RSS/Atom, and this is where we're going to add the feeds. So once you click that, you'll get a pop-up, and you're going to go ahead, and you can see here that I've already got Google Plus feeding. So I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do Facebook, and it's the same procedure no matter what you use. I'm not going to add Twitter. That's a question we might have, is, well, why wouldn't you do it for Twitter? The reason I'm not going to do it for Twitter is that Facebook is already set up to feed out to Twitter, so I don't need to have two feeds going. So once the blog feeds to Facebook, it'll automatically feed to Twitter. So we're going to go ahead and click the plus for add new feed, and then we're going to paste that feed URL right into that first field. Then we're going to click the network we want to use, which is Facebook, is the little flag guy here. And we're going to tell it to check every 6 hours. And you can set this to however you want if you blog more often than that. And I'm going to tell it to send up to one post at a time. I don't want it to send, 3 or 4 posts all at the same time. I do want it to include text from post in my messages, and I don't want to hide the link preview. I want to be able to have that nice robust looking link preview on these posts. Then you can add text to each message, and it'll be right before the title of the blog post. So in this case, I'm just going to say from our blog : and then you can choose a shortener if you want to for links. Then you could just click Save Feed, and there it is. And that's how easy it is. Now, if you get a feed set up and then you want to shut it off for some reason, you can come right back into here and click the button, and it'll turn it right off. If you want to edit it somehow, like if you want to do a different series of checks, and you can see here that I have them both fed in there. Actually, I don't want, or I'm sorry, these are the other ones that I could choose from. So I could add Twitter if I wanted to, but I don't want to. And then you can check, change your feed, or do a different text in front of your message, whatever you want to do. And then you just say save or cancel if you didn't make any changes. And then if you want to delete it, you just click the little trash can and it will delete that feed. So you can see here it's very, very easy to get your blog feeding into both Google Plus and Facebook using the very simple feed through your free Hootsuite account. All right, thank you for joining me for another Educational Bite presented by Acorn Internet Services.